Mícah and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing a get ready with me / girl talk. Don't even mind my appearance right now because I know I look crazy. I don't even feel like doing my hair, so I'm leaving my hair the way this is. This hair is by Beauty Forever. I did a video on this already. You should watch my last video. Everything for this wig will be in the description box. Like I said in my last video, I toned this hair so it doesn't come this color, and I don't really like this color only because I already have a wig that's silver, but this is like silver blonde. I don't know, I don't like this color, but the wig is nice. So if you want, you could check the description box and you know, all the details will be there. Who keeps texting me? Before we get into the video, one, I broke my nail. Don't come for me. I already know I talk with my hands, so y'all gonna see it. I closed my computer on my nail and it broke, so I'm tight. I just got these done. Second, I decided to do like a series, well, I'm going to do a series on my channel, like a girl talk series or whatever. Like I'm gonna be doing like get ready with me / girl talks in a lot of my videos. A lot of girls like DM me personally and ask me for like advice on like a whole bunch of different things, and I just feel like why not like share with everybody, you know, like somebody else's question might be your question. I'm going to be doing like self-confidence, relationships, friends, you know, like girl stuff, you know, it's girl talk. So if you're a guy watching this, and I mean, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm not even going anywhere. I was supposed to go somewhere, but I'm not even going anywhere, but whatever. Before we get started, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, okay? So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about, like, I'm going to leave, like, the friends and the self-confidence and stuff and high school stuff, like, for another video, like another girl talk. But I think today I'm gonna do relationships. Oh my gosh, my hair looks so crazy, like whatever. Yeah, I'm gonna do relationship advice because y'all don't even understand. I be getting so many like questions about relationships, and I know a lot of you know that I'm in a relationship right now, and I'm in a very healthy relationship right now. Like this is like the first real healthy pure relationship that I've ever been in. Like all my other relationships were either toxic and, you know, just like immature. With that being said, I know that you guys probably never, like, you guys obviously don't know about me being in any other relationship other than Angel, because ever since I started YouTube, I've only been with Angel. I've been with Angel since September 1st, and I started YouTube. Technically I started YouTube in like when I did my prom vlog, but that don't really count because I did not like take it seriously. I technically started YouTube like August 2019, like when I got to school though. So y'all only know about me and Angel, but best believe I have been in many relationships before him, and I've learned a lot. And I know I'm very young, like I am so young, so like I can't even speak on like a whole bunch of things, but I am a lot older than a lot of my viewers. Like a lot of my viewers are like, they're like teenagers, so not a lot older, but you know what I mean, like I'm older, so I can speak on certain things. Honestly, the first thing that I'm gonna say is you should never go looking for a relationship, and that's where a lot of people get the whole thing of relationship. Like their idea of a relationship is, first of all, let me turn this phone on. People's idea of a relationship is so like, oh my gosh, I want a boyfriend, I want this, I want that. And I spoke about this in my unpopular opinions video, my first one. I'm gonna do a part 2, that it's okay to be alone. Let's just start with that. Like it's okay to be alone. It's okay to not have anybody right this second, you know, especially at such a young age. And I feel like a lot of people don't understand that. Like I get it, you see the Instagram couples, you see all the pictures, the videos, this, that, and the third, but it's like you don't need that. When it comes, it comes. And a lot of people are not okay with being alone. So this is what I'm gonna start with, this because before even getting into a relationship, you should be happy within yourself. That's the only way you'll ever have a healthy relationship. If you're not happy within yourself and you seek love because you don't have that within yourself, you're always gonna seek love. You're always gonna wanna, like, you know, you're gonna need that attention from somebody else. You're always gonna need somebody else to fill that void in you. And that, maybe, not saying it's not okay, because like some people, you know, like it's their childhood traumas or whatever, or like whatever the case may be, like that's how they grew up. But y'all have to learn how to recognize your flaws and correct them as you get older. Like I never knew that. Like for example, before I was with Angel, I was in a relationship, right? And while I was in that relationship, I never like knew that like I really needed to change, because you know, like when you're growing up, you have an attitude, or like, you know, like you have certain things wrong with you, but you never see like your flaws, you know. It's just you're young, so you know. But as you get older, you should be able to be like, all right, like I need to change this about myself. You know, you should always want to improve yourself. And I never realized that myself until I like stepped away from my relationship that before Angel, and I stepped away and I was looking at like an outside point of view and be like, because we always used to argue a lot, but I would always just be like, oh, it's him. But it's like, no, like sometimes it really do be you. Like, you can't just blame everything on a person, and that's what I used to do. And the reason why I'm saying all of this is because you have to experience it to learn it. You can't just expect to have like a perfect relationship off the bat. Like your first relationship is gonna be your only relationship. Like, no. Some people just be stuck in the same mindset, and they're so oblivious to their own like flaws, their own like traumas. People really go through things at such a young age, and that's okay. But when you get older, like there's no excuse. That shouldn't be your excuse. Like, oh, that's just the way I am. And I hate when people say that's just the way I am. Well, baby, you're gonna be like that. Nobody's gonna wanna fuck with you because that's mad toxic. Like, you can't just be like, that's where I am, and not want to change for the rest of your life. Like, who's gonna want to be around you? I'm starting off with this because everything starts within yourself. This is like the #1 thing. Like, everything comes from within. Once you're happy with yourself and you don't need nobody's validation, you don't need like anybody for anything. You know who you are. You know your self-worth. You know all of that. Once you have that, you're good. Like, you know, if you're okay with being alone and you're happy and content with yourself, nobody can tell you nothing. Like, I know a lot of people that are always constantly posting like, I want a boyfriend, or, you know, like, and it mainly do be girls. It really do be the girls that be like, I want a boyfriend, where's my boyfriend, God send me a man, all this stuff. And it's like, okay, I get it, you might be joking or whatever, but like, y'all be serious. Y'all know y'all be serious, and y'all really do be wanting boyfriends, and that's okay. But you should not like look for love. And I can't stress that enough. I feel like I've said this in multiple of my videos. You should not look for love. Love comes to you when it wants, whether it's gonna be now, a month from now, 6 months, a year. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, you do not look for love. Like, that's the #1 thing. Do not look for love. Don't. Because if you look for it, you're forcing it. Even if you have to wait, like, it's okay. Work on yourself. Improve yourself. The more time you are single, the more time you have to fix everything about yourself. Everybody has something they can improve on, whether it be like, I have so many things to improve on. Like, for me, I am so impatient. I'm so impatient. It's so bad. But like, being with Angel, like, he makes me like realize like how much I want to better myself for me. Your partner should make you want to grow. Like, you should not just be in the same place you were not 10 years ago, but like the same place you were when you first met them. Like, your partner should like inspire you. Your partner should just make you want to like just be a better person, you know, not just for them, but like for you. Like, I want to be a better me. And I know a lot of people would be like, oh, Mícah, you're in a healthy relationship though, so you don't really know what it's like to be dealing with like toxic men, because a lot of boys aren't like, niggas ain't shit, whatever. And I get that, because niggas that ain't shit. Sorry, Angel. But yeah, like, I get that, because like I said, okay, for example, I'm gonna just tell you about my previous relationship before Angel. I was with this boy for like 2 years, right? I first started talking to him for a month. He cut me off. He tried to talk to me again. Me being dumb, talk to him again. A month later, he cut me off again. When I tell y'all, like, y'all probably see somebody's relationship, be like, oh my god, they have a perfect relationship, why can't I get that, whatever. But y'all don't get it. Like, people go through things to get where they're at. So just because I'm with Angel now doesn't mean that I haven't been through anything. Like, my ex, that relationship was so toxic, like, and I was so like blinded because of the fact that I was in love. Love blinds you. You don't really be seeing a lot of things because you be like so in love with a person, and you know, a lot of people opinions don't matter to you. You be like, okay, well, I love him, so I'm gonna be with him regardless if he cheats on me, regardless if, you know, we argue all the time. I love him and I want to be with him. And that's not the case. Like, first of all, cheating is a no. Like, if you ever get cheated on this age, especially this age, bye. I don't understand how girls could stay with somebody after they get cheated on. I don't care how much I love you. Like, for example, if Angel was to cheat on me right now, which I know for a fact he wouldn't, I would leave him. You're not gonna cheat on me. Like, I don't care how much I love you, how much we planned our life together, I'm not staying with you. Not at this age. Maybe, huge maybe, if we're married 50 years, we have kids, a house, we're established, you know, like, our life is already done. Not done, but like, you know, we already lived our life. Then I could see why somebody would be like, you know, I'll stay. Especially if it doesn't happen again, you know, it's like a one-time thing. To be honest, if somebody could cheat on you after 50 years, that's not just like, I don't know, like, I could see why somebody would stay with that person, because it's like, we already been together our whole life. Like, what am I leaving you for? To find whom? Even though I don't know if I would be able to do that, honestly. That's what I would say is a huge maybe, because like, thinking about it, like, I would never be able to look at you the same, you know, like, you cheated on me, you was with somebody else, you know, I'm not your soulmate. No soulmate. Like, we're meant to be together, you're not gonna cheat on me. So if you ever get cheated on, you feel like, oh, but I still love you, and you're very young, y'all only been together for a couple of months, a year, whatever, there should be no reason why you're still with him, no matter how much you love him. And I'm gonna say this from my opinion, because if he could cheat on you now, you think like he's gonna change? They'll say sorry, things will be good for a while, and then it'll happen again. And I can speak from experience. It's not like I'm just saying this because of what other people experience. Like I said before, Angel, I was in such a toxic relationship that like I was depressed. Nobody knew that besides me and that person, because when you're in love, not even when you love somebody, you don't want to vent your feelings about that person to somebody else, because you may be able to forgive that person, but the person that you vented to, your friend, your family, your cousin, your mom or dad, may not be able to forgive them the way you do, you know, because you're the one that's in love with them. So if they do something, you can forgive them. But if you're sitting here telling your friend everything that they're doing, your friend is not going to be able to forgive them, because it's like your friends will look at you like, why are you still with him after he did X, Y, and Z? So that's why I would never tell anybody my business. But what I did do that was very like just stupid, and I see couples do this all the time, like all the time, and it's just like you making yourself look stupid, is posting subs on social media, just saying stupid stuff, like posting all these memes, like not memes, like saying all this stuff on social media. And it's just like, okay, if you and your partner's arguing, you do not need to go to social media with that, especially if you're gonna take him back right after that, because now you look stupid. You were just posting all this other stuff. The next day, y'all on the bed, buddy. I used to do this myself. Like I literally used to do this myself, so I know. And then use the cover up like, oh, I wasn't even talking about my man, I was just saying that as a general post. No. Another thing that I'm gonna say is a guy will show you through his actions, not words, but actions, what you mean to him and how much he cares about you. Because don't take his word for anything. Like if he shows you that he's really like down for you and he cares for you, but if he's saying like, yeah, I love you, yeah, but he don't text you back, he don't ask you, are you okay, you know, he don't make sure you good, he don't like hang out with you, or he don't see you, he don't even want to see you, he don't try to like take time out of his day to make sure y'all even talk, or like whatever the case may be, if he's showing you all these actions and stuff like that, dub him. That's one. And if you're in a relationship, y'all constantly having the same arguments over and over again about the same things because like he's not changing or whatever, that should show you something too, because a guy that is really like down for you, he's gonna be willing to change no matter what it is. He's gonna do anything in his power to keep you. When I tell y'all love blinds you, y'all just really gotta like sit back and just observe from like an outsider's point of view and be like, damn. But you know, you have to forgive the person whether they apologize or not to move on. My ex never apologized to me for anything that he ever did to me, but I still had to forgive him myself, only because if I'm still holding that hate and I still have all these strong like negative feelings about him, I'll never forget that, you know, like it'll always be there. So that's another thing. Like if you're trying to get over somebody, you have to just like let the memories go. And I know it hurts, like going through a breakup. I think I'm gonna save like the breakup advice for another video, because I'm gonna give y'all some tips on breakups. Like I was saying, I know it hurts, like I went through it multiple times. I know it hurt, but if you keep holding on, it's only gonna prolong your healing. You're never gonna heal because it's just gonna keep reoccurring. Like your feelings is never gonna go away. Another thing that's huge in relationships is trust. People really don't get that. Like trust is such a huge thing in relationships, because first of all, I'm mad hot. I don't want to turn the AC on because then it's gonna make loud noises. Trust is such a huge thing, because once you trust somebody, like you're not constantly worried about what they're doing. You're not gonna be paranoid, and you know, you're not gonna be thinking all these negative thoughts or assuming things. And I know when you don't have trust in a relationship, it causes a lot of arguments, because everything is a problem. Like you can't go to a party, you can't wear this, you can't talk to this person, you can't hang out with this person, you can't go here, why are you looking through my phone? When you don't have trust in a relationship, it's so like problematic. Our generation compared to like old generations or whatever, ours is so like controversial because of the fact that we have Instagram and stuff and like Snapchat, where like you can delete things, you can hide things, you can liking pictures, commenting on pictures, like all this stuff plays a factor into relationships, like DMs, swiping up with emojis. Another thing, you should not be mad at your man for liking another girl's picture if you really trust him. What is a like? If you really think about it, what is a like? If you really get mad over your nigga liking a girl's picture, that says a lot about you and how you feel about your insecurities. If you're that insecure that you feel a way about your boyfriend liking another girl's picture, then it's like you have some self-reflection to do, because a like really doesn't mean anything. Now if it's a crazy picture, she has her boobs out, ass out, you know, like it's like a sexy picture and your nigga is liking it, then it's like, alright, like why you like it now. But if it's a comment like, you know, little fit, regular picture, selfie, whatever the case may be, then that really shouldn't matter. And these are dead things that I used to go through, and looking back, it's just like, that's just so dumb. Like, it's just so immature. Once you mature and get out of that mindset, you really could look back and be like, this is what I used to argue about? Like, wow. And you could just see how much you've grown. I wish I had like questions from you guys, questions to answer, because this is just like everything off of like the top of my head. It's so broad, like relationship advice. But whatever I do next, I'm gonna like ask you guys questions so I can answer it for you guys. I feel like every time I do Get Ready With Me, I do more talking than me getting ready. Like when I'm passionate about what I'm talking about, I really have to sit there and like talk to the camera. Like, you see like how I do with my hands. All right, so another thing that I want to say is don't be comparing your relationship to anybody else's relationship, especially the ones you see on social media, because like, for example, YouTube couples, they seem so happy, and I'm not saying that they don't be happy, but everybody has their own problems. Like, no relationship is perfect. I just want y'all to know, like, the same problems that y'all be having with your partner, like famous couples have that too. And I just want to say that because a lot of people be like DMing me like, oh my gosh, I wish like me and my boyfriend's like you and Angel, like you guys are so perfect, da, 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 da. And we're not perfect. Like, we're human beings, we have disagreements. Our relationship is definitely not toxic, and that's the difference. Like, you could disagree and have arguments without your relationship being toxic. Regardless if you're in a relationship or not, it should still be you over everybody, because you're yourself. Like, you could be in a relationship or whatever, but it's just still, you should always put yourself first. Like, you should always make sure you're happy. The way you treat yourself says a lot in how others will treat you. If you respect yourself, others will respect you. If you don't respect yourself and you really don't care about yourself, why should somebody else? Same way as if you don't love yourself, why should somebody else? You have to love yourself first for somebody else to love you. And if there's anything you learned from this video, make sure yourself is good. Make sure you love yourself. Make sure you have self-confidence. Make sure that, you know, you're up here, so that way whoever comes into your life is like, all right, I'm ready for you. You shouldn't need anybody. That's what I'm trying to say. You shouldn't need anybody to do the things that you should be able to do yourself. You shouldn't need a man to tell you that you're beautiful, to know that you're beautiful. That's pretty much all I really have to say about relationships. If you guys want to know like anything else, like, you can always just like DM me. Next time I do a Get Ready With Me like girl talk thing, I'm gonna tell the topic on my Instagram, so make sure you follow me on Instagram at Mícah.Leia. Yeah, make sure you follow me on Instagram, so when I do like a next girl talk video, I'm gonna do like the question thing on my story, and you guys can ask me like any questions about that topic. I didn't even know this was lipstick. I hate lipstick. I'm very much a gloss, and that's it. Like I said, everything for this hair is gonna be in the description box, and if you like this video, give this a thumbs up. Comment down more girl talk topics you want me to talk about. So yeah, see you guys in my next video. Bye.